So I got a call for a Jaguar. Apparently it don't run or drive or anything. We'll go into neutral so I can winch it up on the truck. Let's go ahead and get into it. I just picked up the Jaguar. This it's actually in pretty good shape. It's a 1999 Jaguar XJ series. Got close to no rust on it. I guess it's having a transmission issue. The guy was telling me that he was able to start it, but as soon as he put it in reverse, it came up on the dash transmission fault code. It didn't 100% specify. I'm on my way to the shop. I'll see when we get here. I just got done unloading the Jaguar. I'm on my way back to the yard right now to get an accident. A car that was involved in an accident. It's over at our yard. I'm going to load it and bring it to a body shop now that we got everything confirmed and ready to go. See you over there.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack.
I'm sure you can tell the car hit a deer or the deer hit the car. Nobody knows. But that fucking deer, it turned that fucking car into a tuna can. That thing's wide open. It's still on my truck. I'm on my way to the body shop. These cars, man, they're built like complete and utter. Me, I've wanted a new car for the longest time. I haven't had, the funds to be able to do so. When you see this type of stuff for cars that like you're towing and everything, it kind of makes you want to back out. Like, I think I'd much rather have a car that's 40 years old than have to deal with a car today that's a tuna can. It crumbles like a paper ball. I figured that nowadays these newer cars would be a lot better for you, a lot safer. I understand they're a little safer, but I mean the older cars are making out of wood and everything like that are bad. Not only that, they actually had a tool, had a jack that would lift bumpers on the cars because they were awkwardly heavy. So trying to get them up on the front or rear end of a car, it wasn't, I'd have to say, it wasn't really a one-person job. My personal opinion, and a lot of people don't believe it, I think older stuff, it was built a lot better. They learned from some flaws and everything like that. nowadays these cars are, I don't know, you can lean on a car, and we'll say you're leaning on the car while washing it, boom, you got a dent. Brand new car, right off the lot, you got a dent in your car because you leaned on it a little bit too much just to try to get a spot on your hood you couldn't reach. Come on. Well, that's the car that hit the deer. Turned into a f***ing tuna can. As you can tell, that deer was not f***ing around. It didn't care what you were doing. Just turned that car right into a tuna can. No sardines on the ground or nothing. Just a bunch of blood and hair from the deer. Maybe a little poopies. But overall, the owner of the car is okay. Obviously, it's not totaled if it's going to a body shop. Usually when it is totaled, they have somebody come pick it up from our yard. And from there, I don't know if they junk it or I don't know exactly what they do with it. I don't know if they use it to recycle. No clue. Don't hit a deer, folks. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I just loaded on my truck a 2020 Volvo. It ended up having a bad starter. Now, it's a 2020, so that means it's only about 6 years old. At this point in time, 6 years old, maybe older, because they usually make the cars before the year it's actually released. It's got a bad starter. Now, these newer cars, I'm sure you may know or may not, they have a start and stop function. Pull up to a red light, the car automatically turns off. Supposedly it's saving fuel, but in return, it's f***ing up your starter. This car has maybe like 10,000 miles on it. It's close to brand new. It's not really driven like that. With that being said, the starter shouldn't have gone. I don't have a problem towing it. Tow cars for a living. It's fun. For it being a 2020, yes, starters usually don't last that long, but I've had older cars that have never been replaced before. The starter's never been replaced before. My apologies. All in all, you gonna get yourself a car. You gonna go for a cheap one. Don't actually go for a cheap one. A lot of people ask me the recommendations of the car that they should go with. I usually tell them Toyota or Honda. They're cheap, easy to work on, very reliable. I know it's not, you know, an American-made car, but they work. I'm not a Ford guy. I'm a Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler. I'm a big fan of Dodge. I think the Rams, they look real badass. They do. They look mean. Not the newer ones. They got the I don't know how to say it. I'm actually next to a Dodge dealership right now. But they got those two lights on the inside of the grill. One's like a regular C and the other one's a backwards C. I don't think that grill is that nice looking. It'd be cool if they add some amber marker lights or something like that, but having them wannabe halos inside the grill, nah. Not too long ago I got into Wranglers. I ended up getting it. It's been a awesome vehicle. 4-wheel drive's phenomenal. Driving through snow is phenomenal. On a snowy day with, we'll say, almost a foot of snow on the road, the Jeep will go through it like it's not even there. I've driven past people doing about 55 miles an hour while they're in ditches or embankments. You know, state troopers and whatnot behind them. The Jeep just goes through it like there's no snow there, you know. By the way, today's sponsor, Mean Bean Monster Java. Not actually. I don't have no sponsors. I just like to drink them. Oh, I used to be a big fan of the Irish blend, but it seems like nowadays they're too sweet. It leaves a weird taste in your mouth. No comment. I hope one day I get sponsored by that. This on the daily users. I know you got a lot of Red Bull fans out there and all that, but don't get me wrong. I like the original Monster. I never really got into Red Bull. It wasn't for me. I like the coffees because they're very soothing on the throat. I don't like sodas. Even I'm not a fan of the original Monster anymore. Although I drank the blue one. I don't remember the name of it, but I just like something soothing. You know, I don't like to sit here and have a face like I'm eating a sour lemon candy or something, like a Red Hot. So do yourself a favor. Go to your nearest gas station. If you're in New York, Stewart's is the best place to get it. Get you a Mean Bean Java Monster. Just fucking bussin'. No, but if you're not a Monster person, try it out. It don't hurt. I've tried Red Bulls before. They're okay. They're pretty good with, you know, whiskey. Obviously. I like a little bit of Jack Daniel's Monster. Say I go for one right now. It's warm enough. I don't need my belly getting any warmer. With all that being said, I'll see you at the dealer. By the way, don't mind my video edits. I'm learning as we go on. If you think some of the videos are a little cringy, we learn from our mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect, but I'm gonna have some good edits. They're gonna get better, I hope. Don't tell no one. They're gonna be. It's gonna be like I'm some sort of professional or something. I ain't even go to school for that. I went to school to be an automotive technician. Look at me now. Oh boy. Oh, hey, you know. It is. Got the Volvo unloaded, and before I end this video, I just wanted to state, if you're a tow truck driver and you're driving around with your light bar and your flashers on, that just tells me you can't drive. In all honesty, those flashing lights are for when you're on the side of the road in a dangerous area. It's to caution and slow down. If you're driving with those lights on, honestly, find a new career. That just tells me you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Later.